Hello, my name's Theo from the Hi There channel, and I like music. All the time, it's always making these funny little sounds that make me forget about my crippling anxiety and worrying social problems. I enjoy everything surrounding music too, or so I thought, until I came across this Wikipedia article. List of music considered the worst. And personally, I was offended by this list. It features such classics as Elvis's Greatest Shit by Elvis Presley and Having Fun with Elvis on Stage by Elvis Presley and Eogan Kig by Eogan Kig and... what is that? This album is called Philosophy of the World by The Shags. If the band actually managed to answer deep philosophical questions about the world with this album, let me tell you, we're fucked. The band featured the iconic lineup of Dorothy Wiggin on vocals and guitar, Betty Wiggin on vocals and guitar, and Helen Wiggin on drums. That's me if I was bold and always putting on fake hair to make it seem like I had hair on my head like the whole time. Get it? Because I'm Wiggin. Laugh now! The band formed because their father, Austin Wiggin, received a premonition from his mother that the band would go on to become super famous and make him loads and loads of money. This somehow seemed to him to be like the most viable way of making money. Just wait until he hears about day trading, drug dealership, and gambling. He did actually have a point because his mother also predicted via palm reading that he would marry a strawberry blonde woman and would have 2 sons. These things then proceeded to actually happen. I will now attempt the same strategy. It's speaking to me. It's talking to me. It's saying, you will reach 3 billion subscribers for this video alone. Yes, I've got 3 billion subscribers, yes! First order of business, cut off my day one. Second order of business, kill all plebeians. That means you, yes! When they entered the stewed, that's what us professionals call the studio, they cooked up what I would describe as a incredible, nay, unbelievable album. Others disagreed. The Rolling Stone, not the band, not the song, the publication, said that they sounded like they had been lobotomized. On a more serious note, I do think we need to stop being so mean about lobotomies. I mean, I've had 5 now, and I'm doing perfectly well, thank you. But now about their album. Philosophy of the World was recorded in 1 single day, despite the studio engineer telling Austin Wiggin that these guys are straight ass, bro. The daughters were also never convinced that the band was a good idea. They even described their father as nuts. Squirrel impression, I love nuts, yay, 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 yay! I'd like to issue an apology to my viewers, who I'm sure have clicked off by now. I probably deserve it. One of the producers, Bobby Hearn, made a statement about the Shags. He said, it was horrible. He then went on to say that the band smelled like cows, right off the farm. That's just pure rude. Like, actually not necessary. Top 1 least needed sentences. The songs that the Shags recorded on that day were so unbelievably complex that the session musicians brought in later to try and re-record the parts for a remix were completely unable to. They claimed this was because of erratic timing. This sounds a suspicious amount like a lame-ass excuse, just because they couldn't follow the polyrhythmically complex beats of the Shags. Even though pretty much everyone, including the Shags, thought that the Shags weren't ready enough to record an album, Austin Wiggin said that he wanted to get them while they're hot. Poor wording there from Mr. Wiggin.
My pal's name is Football, he always likes to roam.
This song's actually quite a sad one. It's about their cat called Footfoot, who ran away from them while they were in the band. It's about their cat called Footfoot, who ran away from their house at some point while they were in the band. I wonder why. Now, what does every good band have? A record company that steals all their money. The Shags, being a good band, also had this. Austin Wiggin paid to have 1,000 copies of the album printed, but a worker at their record company called Charlie Dreyer took 900 of them, along with all the money, and then just fucked off completely. Like, no one's actually seen him since. Many people think that the Shags also disappeared after this incident, but they actually continued going for another 6 years. Some promoter guy called Palmer attended one of their shows in either 1970 or 1971. Palmer, that's how I describe one of these trees compared with all other types of trees. I'm not on point today. This guy Palmer, when he pulled up at the gig, was very impressed by how people were somehow managing to dance to the music. He decided not to help the band out because people would view them, according to him, as a freak show. The Shags actually could not catch a break. A couple years later, in 1973, the town hall that they played all their shows in suddenly barred them from performing, which was a relief to everyone, including the band. Austin Wiggin then found out that Helen Wiggin had somehow managed to get married secretly without him knowing, so he chased her new husband around with a shotgun. Tom and Jerry ass moment, bro, the story getting goofy as hell. Austin Wiggin still completely failed to take in the context clues that maybe the band should finally break up, so we booked them another studio session. Even though the band had been playing together for about 10 years, they were still completely unable to write or perform anything listenable, so the recordings never really went anywhere. All of the fans were dismayed. There were no fans. They reunited a couple times over the years, but mostly they just went and got real jobs. And nobody really cares. Except for such irrelevant people as Kurt Cobain and Frank Zappa, who by the way described them as better than the Beatles. Finally, a Frank Zappa opinion I can get behind. On one of the reunions that the Shags did, only Dot and Betty pulled up. Maybe because Helen died like 6 years earlier, but we can't be sure about that. Betty was only in it for the money, and they didn't even play any instruments throughout the show, they just sung. I'm sure everyone can agree that this sounds like a very good idea that went very well. Many people still enjoy the Shags. Earlier this year, a feminist play called Philosophy of the World that detailed the life of the Shags was performed at the Edinburgh Fringe, and apparently it was quite good. But now, as this story wraps up, I will leave you with a cover.
I never felt him home. I go to his house, knock at his door. People come out and say, Fofo don't live here anymore. Like how Fofo always likes to roam. Like how Fofo now he has no home. Like how his name is Fofo, he always likes to roam. Like how his name is Fofo, I never find him home.
Thank you for listening to my performance.